Hi, welcome to Close Reading and Approach for Science. This is a tutorial designed for students in Ms. Moser's classes, and close reading is nothing more than a way to read a challenging text and get more out of it. Science textbooks can't be read like novels. This is not like reading Mockingjay or something else that you might pick up and read for fun. There's a little bit more to it, and it takes a little more work to get the full meaning out of the text. Let's start with the basics. To use close reading with a science textbook, you're going to make at least 3 passes through the text. So, you'll do this in chunks. So your first step is going to be to read a chunk of the text. Now, it's going to vary from book to book, but a chunk is typically going to be somewhere on the order of several paragraphs or a very short section. It'll seldom, if ever, be a whole more than one page. These are smaller, more manageable chunks. So start off by reading a chunk. Then you'll jot down a very basic description of what you think this chunk of text is going to be about. You can look at pictures, the illustrations, the chapter headings. All of those things go into this initial survey of the material. Then you're going to look at some vocabulary. You're going to record words that you feel are important to understanding the text, as well as any words that you don't understand or you're not sure how they're being used. Now, the words that you don't understand may not all be science words. That's perfectly okay. If it's something that's being used but you don't understand what it means in the context that you're seeing it, you need to write it down. Your next step will be to look up all of the vocabulary that you've recorded. For the words that are specifically science words, you may get those from the glossary of your textbook. For words that are not science words, they're just words that you're not familiar with, you can use a dictionary for those. You can use dictionary.com. There are a lot of sources to get those. So, now on a piece of paper you've got 2 things. You've got a very basic description of what you think this piece of text is about, and you've got some vocabulary that from this piece of text that you either think is really important or that you didn't understand, and you've got definitions for those. Now we're ready for the final read-through. Now, having surveyed the material, having pulled out all the words that you were unclear on or thought were very important to understand in the text, you're going to read back through the same chunk of text for a 3rd time. Now, you are going to summarize the chunk of text that you've been working with. When you summarize the chunk, you should attempt to boil it down to about a 1/3 of its length, and what you want to do is convey the meaning of the chunk. This means that you're spitting it back in your own words. You're not substituting a word here and there to paraphrase, but you're really feeding it back in a way that you understand. And now that you've got the vocabulary from step 2, it should be much easier for you to understand. You'll do this for the whole chapter. What you will create are essentially your notes for the chapter from the book. It's a great way to get more meaning out of science textbooks, and if you're somebody who's headed for any kind of science instruction in college, it'll be really useful. Okay, that's it. Thank you and happy close reading.